right? Like avatar specific landing pages that allow you to like call out specific pain points in your advertising. Again, this translates across channels.
Welcome back, Modern Commerce subscribers. Casey and John back at you again today. We're going to keep up this pace. We're going to go into our landing pages lightning round segment today. First time we've done it quite like this. I'm just going to try to keep John reined into about 2 to 3 minutes per example. He's got all the examples loaded up right now. John, let's jump right into the first one.
Let's do it, man. Yeah, you got to keep me calm here. All right, so I got about 7 landing pages I want to run through today. We're just going to do some landing page teardowns, Casey and I. So for e-commerce, they're all e-commerce pages, they're all e-commerce brands. That's the rule. First up is Bessie, pretty popular shoe brand, direct-to-consumer shoe brand. Using these guys as a homepage example. Nothing crazy really on this homepage. Like it is a pretty normal homepage. I mean, it's cool, you know, it's got all of the like, you know, moving elements and stuff like that. I do love how this, like their headline here sort of like overlaps some of their products. But the main thing I think here is that it's like above the fold, and I'm sure that they like do this on mobile too, is like you got kind of like one thing to pay attention to above the fold. I love landing pages that do this, where it's like, you know, if you're above the fold, this is all you're seeing. And if you want to go down, like, boom, there you are right there. And you go down to the next thing. But like, you really just have one thing to focus on above the fold. And it's a choice. So I love that it's like a choose your own adventure type thing, even though this one, it really isn't. It's like shop men or shop women, right? Like, it's just like, you know, kind of the way they have the image split and the way they have their buttons, it's a choice. Casey, anything to add here for Bessie?
I like that it's unique. I haven't seen something exactly like this before. I mean, certain elements maybe, but never this exact combination. So it's always nice to be different.
Yeah. Also, product close up right there. Really like nice, strong addition. Okay. So next up, I'm going to go into an all collections type of page, and I could use these guys. So this is Exeter. This isn't their homepage. This is their all collections page. So I'm just going to give you a little context on this page. If you go to Exeter's homepage, or if you're, I mean, they can run to that all collections page from ads or whatever. This is like the main place they want you to go, right? Is their all collections page. And I'm going to crunch this down to mobile to show you how like kind of genius this thing really is when I am showing you my Slack, to show you kind of how genius this thing really is when you're actually driving mostly mobile traffic to it, right? So a lot of our Google traffic, Facebook traffic, the big channels for e-commerce is mobile. It's like, here's basically all of our products ever. And so we got it, there we go. Nice and organized, split up into collections. Classic collection, boom, 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 boom. We're going through illuminating collection, boom, boom, boom. And then we might have like a nice little interrupter here with a product feature, limited collection. Scrolling through again, text sleeves, scrolling through again, another little interrupter with the product feature. So like the way it's organized and then the way they break up that organization is really cool. And then down here into like lifestyle imagery, like their Instagram kind of inlaid there, and then into testimonials, where again, boom, 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 we got that side scroll. Love what they're doing on mobile here. They do the same thing with their actual individual collection. So if you like actually went to the classic collection, they do the same thing here. Casey, anything to add?
First off, you're doing a great job going quick here. This is great, man. Lightning round for real. I love that they're getting the most out of the real estate on this. You know, it's vertical and horizontal in this way that, you know, you can't even understand it until you see it. You know, it's all side scrolling, and like you said, it's still not too much all at once. It's got nice little breaks. It's very natural, very, very intuitive. Like.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and look, they're getting feedback on their landing pages, and end of the day, like real estate is a big deal when the world of e-commerce is so mobile, right? So like the effective use of real estate is huge, and I do actually have insight into Exeter, so I know that this converts really well. All right, so next up, I'll show it on mobile and desktop. Next up is a product page. So Lollipop, again, another very well-known direct-to-consumer brand. I just think it's just a really strong product page, and it's not because it's like, you know, the background. I mean, the fact that it's grape and it has the grape background, that's cool. I feel like in the direct to consumer beverage space right now, Like the whole thing, the whole cool thing to do is to have like the, you know, the colored background, not have it on a white background. This would work on a white background. Like it's just a very strong, straightforward product page where it's like, boom, there's the product. You know, and it, like right there, here's what you do. Like even on any mobile device, that's not going to be too many scrolls down. The one thing I would say here, so just in terms of converting, it's a strong converter for a product like this, where it's like, you get it, it's grape soda, right? Like buy it, right? I don't need to explain it to you. A couple things here. So one-time order, $35.99. Okay, it's 12 cans a case. That needs to maybe be rearranged so that people are clear that they're paying $36 for a case of soda, not a single soda. I know that seems obvious, but like, don't assume, I mean, if an 8-year-old wouldn't get it, then like, just assume your audience wouldn't get it, even if they're super smart. Just don't make them think, right? And then the other thing that I would say in terms of like, the other thing I would say in terms of like layout here is if you only have 4 reviews, I know this is a newly launched product. If you only have 4 reviews though, you know, maybe don't lead with that. Casey, thoughts here?
Yeah, man, it's again, we've seen a ton of product pages. It's a little different though. It's not like anything I've ever seen. Sure, it's got the colored background that kind of matches the actual can of soda, but I've never seen that exact color, I don't think, before on a product page. I like that it's got the nutritional facts down below. You showed a little glimpse of that, exactly how it would look on a product. That's not as typical. A lot of times you see that in copy form, not so much in that image that you were used to seeing in a physical store.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the other thing I think, did you say this one? I love how they're doing this with the banner. So like, again, real estate on mobile is huge. So communicating an offer a lot of times can be really hard. But like, you know, they're communicating, they can say more with their offer. They can do a little bit more selling and more copy by using that real estate really effectively, which is cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, cool. So next up, we have an advertorial. So advertorial is kind of like, you know, editorial advertisement. It's a blend of content and product. I happen to think that this blend is one of the best ones out there. It's five makeup tips for older women. Boom by Cindy Joseph has been running this landing page for like a long time. It's one of their top performers for a long time. First up, I will say this, I don't think they do a great job on mobile here, like making that super readable. That said, maybe we judge this this one on desktop because we have an older demographic. I don't know. I'm going to judge it on mobile because you know, a lot of the commerce traffic is mobile, and I think that, you know, older people are also comfortable on mobile devices. So we've got, yeah, how to bring out your natural beauty at 50, 60, 70 beyond. Really strong hook there, right, for their demo. Right to the point, like really good like content. They led with a lot of value up front, and then they go into like, here's who we are and how we know all of this and who she is, right? Like you can read this if you want and you can find this. But this, you know, she's Cindy Joseph. She's like this kind of makeup artist, Hollywood makeup artist. She's older. She developed this product, and then boom, here we are into product. And then we, you know, right there into a testimonial. So like all of the elements of just like a really strong kind of long copy sales page for e-commerce, right? So if you're wondering like how to use your direct response marketing skills, your copywriting skills, come up with different cool hooks, you know, that are going to get a higher click-through rate on any ad platform, like here you go, right? So Casey, thoughts here?
Yeah, man. First thing that comes to mind is this is the classic like format. It's versatile, you know, whether you searched it and you clicked on something, or it was a scroll stopper and you clicked through an ad, or you got sent an email about something like this. You know, this is going to convert any type of traffic. You know? Yes,
lots of traffic channels, right? Like it's very high funnel. It's high level of awareness. Also, this is pretty cool. Little sticky element there on desktop. Another cool thing that Boom has done is they've repurposed a lot of. They have like several of these. They have like 7 makeup tips for glasses wearers and stuff like that. Which, you know, Casey, I know that's your favorite article. They've repurposed them into lead magnets, which is pretty cool. They run traffic to that. So building that email list. Okay, next up, Smoothie Box. Okay, this is not the landing page I'm going to talk about, but this is Smoothie Box. You understand what it is? It's smoothies
I got it.
It's smoothies delivered to your door. So that's kind of cool, like very straightforward. All right. But here's actually what I want to hit on Smoothie Box that I think is a very strong play. is this one. Are you looking for smoothies to boost your nutrition during pregnancy? I think they could go stronger with this because somewhere down here, better breakfast, wait, just digestion. Somewhere on this page, they talk about like how it helps with morning sickness, or maybe it's a testimonial or something like that. Or maybe I'm just making that up, but like, this is an avatar specific landing page, right? So they could even go stronger with this headline. Maybe they've split tested it. Like, are you looking for a way to combat morning sickness during pregnancy? Are you looking for smoothies to boost your nutrition during pregnancy? I mean, yeah, it's pretty on the nose with smoothies. They could maybe go a little bit more feels, but I love that they're doing avatar specific landers, right? So now it's like, oh yeah, like we can sell smoothies to pregnant, like these aren't just smoothies delivered to your door. These are smoothies that help pregnant women, you know, boost their nutrition during pregnancy, delivered to your door. These are smoothies that help men in their 40s lose weight, delivered to your door, right? Like avatar specific landing pages that allow you to like call out specific pain points in your advertising. Again, this translates across channels. That's my thought on this. Casey, anything to add here?
Yeah, I like all the stuff that you said about it. I think what you like about it and the small critiques you had on this are kind of one and the same. I love that it's built specifically for an avatar for this brand. And I think the only critiques you had were that they could even lean into the pain points for that particular avatar a little bit more and try to maybe stir up a little bit more emotion.
Because clearly they like are leading into an avatar, so they know the pain points. All right, next up, I'm gonna actually hand the reins over to you for this one because this is one that you brought to my attention that I think is super cool.
Yeah, so this one just has kind of a playful functionality to it. I'm a big cornhole player, and a lot of times, you know, to up your game, you're switching bags. And there's some copy here. To be honest, I don't know exactly what the copy says. Can't read it from here. But what I do love about it is it has this little quiz portion down here. Just a quick two-question thing here. In cornhole, you got a fast side of the bag, a slow side of the bag, and it's asking, hey, how fast and how slow do you want those sides to be? So if you just put in a random, you know, 2 and a 6, you know, check answers, it'll actually, assuming it has bags in their tool, it'll actually give you a result right there that, hey, you should go check out this bag. And down below, you can get more in depth as well into that scale. It has a list of all the different manufacturers and all the different models of bags they make at that manufacturer. And, you know, the proper affiliate thing to do is to stamp your, you know, that Cornhole Attic logo on every single bag and have it available on your own site. Yeah, so this is an example of them building the tool to help the customer. They kind of push the whole market forward with this tool that never really existed before.
This is interesting. I don't think they're affiliates here. I think they are selling these bags. But yeah, so, and you see this ultimately, you see this in other things like disc golf and stuff like that too. Building the tool for your market is big in like the marketing space. So like you could go with a lander that just says this, but the other thing that they have here that's cool is like you could combine this whole concept with an advertorial, right? So you could go, you know, 5 tips for improving your cornhole rating by 4 points, or 5 tips for, you know, scoring more points, or whatever, you know, it is that you're trying to like. If you know cornhole people, I know one cornhole person. If you know cornhole people, like you'll know good hooks for them. So you could combine the tool with an advertorial, or you could drive straight to a page that would just like feature the tool only. You know, and then it's kind of like a product recommendation type thing. So by the time they get to that product page, they're actually like pretty dang qualified. The $60 product, right, with a nice, smooth customer experience, like their conversion rate on that's probably pretty high.
I do love that functionality of the quiz function. Anytime you can put some kind of interactivity into your page, the better. But give it a quick scroll down, John. If you want to go old school and manual and find your own bag, your own self, look through all the different manufacturers. They've got all the information there too. They're not keeping anything from you, making you participate in their game. It's all.
And I mean, they didn't do an opt-in. Like some people would like, you could throw an opt-in here too and play with that, right? They decided not to do an opt-in. That's fine. But you could do that too. Like you could play with an opt-in. All right. So this last one, like, I don't even know what to say about it. I'm going to squeeze it down to mobile. Just because, you know, for this brand, I know that a lot of the traffic is mobile and I have to hit refresh on this. So like, this is a very it's a different kind of lander. It's out there.
Revolutionary, maybe.
Yeah, it's very forward. Okay, so This is Cyclone running shoe you will never own. No, really, you can't have these shoes. Well, just not forever because we need them back. Why? Because they're recyclable. These shoes are made from beans. Yes, beans, castor beans to be precise. Run in them, return them. We give you new beans, sorry, shoes, and repeat them and repeat. On the run, not the shoe. It's a subscription service for $29.99 a month. We revolutionized running once. We're about to do it again. No big deal. Want to be part of the journey? We thought so. Sign up here in case you got excited and missed those sections. Then you can go back to the sections. And then let me just like show you some of the functionality here, because we do have a little bit about the shoe right there. Size guide, little opt-in, some FAQs, and then down to their footer. So some of the functionality here though, if you want to know about the shoe, you do that. They've got all this like, you know, real interactive, like this is, if you're scrolling on mobile, this is what you're looking at. That's what just happened if you scrolled through that on mobile. So I'm scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down. Oh, finally I can, you know, I can close the section if I want, or the shoe, right? Same thing. So lots of copy, lots of like, kind of like, you know, nested copy, you might say. Lots of stuff going on here. Casey, do you want to attack this first or do you want me to?
Man, I'll say this, like broken record here. It looks different than most landing pages you ever see, but it does have some classic elements. So
right.
Like, it's not trying to reinvent the wheel. It's just trying to redesign the wheel.
So it's a very interesting way to say, like, we are a millennial or a zillennial, you know, Gen Z millennial. We're a young DTC e-commerce brand in the running shoe space, which is, it's like not a, I mean, the shoe space is disrupted, but like, man, the running shoe space is like, there are some deep roots there with Adidas, Nike, Brooks, and stuff. And I actually, I just happen to know this market pretty well. So yeah, it's, you know, they're saying they've done a thing where they're using long copy, which is not common with these sort of like newer brands or these younger DTC brands. They're using long copy. They're using some like kind of direct response type copy with a tone, you know, with a millennial tone or with a Gen Z tone. So yeah, like they're doing some things well there. Here's some other things they're doing well. This is a very strong offer and it's very different in this space. It is a disruptor offer. Like essentially it's a subscription service of running shoes that you send back. And the reason, and the reason it's strong is because $29.99 a month, if they actually are giving you a new pair of shoes every single month, that's a very strong offer in the running space. They're able to do it and afford to do it because they're recycling the shoes you send back to them. The thing about the running shoe world though, is that like it all comes down to if that shoe is comfortable for you or not. So, you know, product is going to really carry the weight here. If people like these shoes, they'll stick with the subscription, but the offer is strong. So they have that going for them. They have this like very different kind of direct response play that's got a millennial twist going for them. That said, all of this, like, I mean, just like this kind of interactivity and stuff like that, I do, you know, I don't know, it's kind of weird talking about both sides of our mouth, but I don't love interactivity this way. Call me an old guy or whatever. Like, I don't know. It just, I think it's maybe not intuitive. It's maybe a little too forward for even a younger demo to like know how to interact with it. To me, this feels a lot like a page that might look really cool and like win awards and like get this person a promotion, but might not actually convert, better than presenting this same offer on a more, you know, traditional or more type of page that people are used to interacting with more. Might convert a little better. And then the problem with this is that this is actually like kind of, because of all the interactivity, kind of hard to like optimize this page. Like you can only split test it against another page, can't really optimize it. And if you put all the resource into building it, you probably don't even want to split test it against another page that might beat it. Anyway, yeah, those are my thoughts. Casey, anything else?
No, man, I think we're gonna skip a parting shot today. Guys, did you like this new lightning round format that we're doing here? Please drop us a comment, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, hit that bell notification so you get all the videos when we publish them. And until next time, we will see you.